Hello and welcome to Wheel Throwing. So the voice that you're hearing is the voice of Miss Schneider. Some of you have had me before and some of you have not. So I'd like to introduce you to myself. I'm a graduate of Morris High School. I graduated in 2014. I have a degree in art education from Eastern, which I got in 2019. I did my student teaching at Saratoga in 2019, taught 1 year at elementary school in Joliet before I came to Morris High School, and this is my 4th year teaching here. And then my most recent accomplishment is that I got my master's in art education in 2022. In my free time, I take care of my almost 4-year-old daughter, Rose, and then the child, which is currently unnamed at the time that I'm recording this video. And then here's proof that I can make art. So this is just a combination of stuff, either stuff that I've done in charcoal or embroidery or sculpted or done in colored pencil. Just proof that I can actually make art. Okay, about this class. What are you going to learn? It's wheel throwing, so obviously you're going to learn how to wheel throw. This is my disclaimer. It is harder than it looks. Wheel throwing is very challenging. It's different than hand building. It's something completely new. There are similar things, obviously, like you're still working with clay, but the techniques and stuff, it takes a lot of time to pick up, and it is a little bit challenging for a few. So I just want you to prepare yourself for that. Now, what are you going to learn? You're going to learn how to take care of your wheel. You're going to get a wheel to wheel throw on. You're going to learn a variety of wheel throwing methods. So you're going to learn how to make bowls and cylinders and mugs. You're going to learn how to independently create and develop an idea. So once you learn the basics, you're going to be learning a few more creative techniques on how to adapt wheel thrown objects to be something else. And you're also going to learn advanced glazing techniques. So that'll be the buckets of high fire glaze that are against the back wall. And then overall, you're going to be graded based on the projects, smaller techniques, big projects, your reflections, general participation, cleanliness during the course. There are generally no tests in class. So what are the expectations? That you are productive during a majority of the class period. You must demonstrate respect for yourself and others, and you must just show respect for yourself and others in the classroom. You must clean up after yourself and leave the room in better condition than you found it. So this one is very important, especially, with ceramics. There's so many hazards that come with the clay and the glaze in general. You also want to make sure that the wheels are taken care of because they are very expensive material. You need to make sure that they are properly cleaned before you leave. You must also become prepared to class with any materials that you might need in a charged Chromebook. So grading. How are you going to get graded? There's going to be 15 participation points daily. So you're going to get 5 points for setting up within the first 5 minutes of class, 5 points for working productively during the class period, and then 5 points for cleaning up effectively. And this will end up being a large portion of your grade. So you need to make sure that you're working for the entire amount of time. If you get in the bad habit of cleaning up early, that is a lot of wasted time that can take away from actually refining your wheel throwing skills, and then it'll just hurt you in the long run. You're going to be given 2 performance-based assessments. So this will probably be when I return sometime in February, but I'm going to be assessing you based on if you can center and then if you can wheel throw start to finish. So that's just a general, can you throw the clay down in the center of the wheel? Are you using enough water? Are you using proper posture? All of the general things that it takes to wheel throw is what I'll be looking for with those 2. And then overall, there's going to be approximately 5 projects, if not more. You will not be graded on projects while you're in the learning process of wheel throwing. So I'm not going to grade you based on something that you don't know how to do yet. Once I'm sure that everyone understands the process start to finish, I'll start assigning projects. Our first one is going to be a cylinder, and then we're going to learn how to make mugs and bowls, and then more creative assignments. Materials that you need, there is nothing I recommend that you purchase a sketchbook for this class, but you can also just use scrapbook paper the scrap paper when you're planning. But I do require that you bring in 10 grocery bags or scent-free garbage bags. And it says bring these to class by Friday, just bring them by next week or whenever Miss Owens decides that you'll bring them in, because you know that you need to cover up your projects. Grocery bags are good to do that. Now a little bit about the wheels. So you see all the wheels that are in the front and the side of the classroom. you are going to have one that is going to be yours for the entire semester. You are responsible for it the entire semester. They're very expensive, and a lot of them are new, and we're very fortunate to have as many as we do. So they need to be taken care of, or else you might not be able to use it anymore. So you're going to be finding the wheel that's assigned to you or picking one. And then I want you to practice taking it apart and putting it together and then cleaning it if it needs to be cleaned. Miss Owens is going to show you how to do this, how to assemble, disassemble, and generally just work the wheel for a little bit. So how it turns on, different directions, and how it spins. I want you to also pass out the syllabus at some point in time and read through that so you know exactly what's expected of you. And then you're going to learn the parts of your wheel, reorganize the wheels if they need to be reorganized, claim your wheel, and clean your wheel. Each of them are numbered, so make sure that you know which number is yours. And then what you're going to do is you also need a locker to put any of your projects in, and you're going to make a name tag. All of you have done this before, and you're going to claim a locker. Make sure your first and last name are present on there. It takes up a majority of the space, and it is neatly done. Don't make it boring. Make it entertaining. So now you can read through the syllabus, fill out any worksheets that need to be filled out, learn how to take care of your wheel, and then make your name tag.